So I've been messing with this thing for like a little while now, and let me tell you, this shit really bringing me back. This is exactly how I remember this shit back in the day. I don't remember whether it was 2000 or XP. Either it was Windows 2000 or it was Windows XP with the classic skin on, but this shit is my childhood. This specifically, this right here, absolutely good shit. Wait, don't show this. Why haven't I turned that off? I would play this all the time. And like even better, I would like basically backseat game my own mother with this game. I remember this one time specifically where like sometimes I would even do it like while I wasn't even being aware of it. Like I'd be supposed to be in bed or something like that. And I would just kind of like sit outside of the like I'd sit outside of my parents' room just kind of watching one of them playing this game. Like, yeah, you do it. You kick their ass. You match those 3 balls. And then they hear me like whispering to myself and be like, what the hell are you doing out here? And then they put me back in bed. Because then I was being a naughty little boy being outside of my bed during the bedtime. Absolutely terrible sin. It's just, I don't know, man. I've just been having a lot of fun with this. Ooh, that was a good one. Something else I also played a lot, and I specifically remember this. I beat the puzzle mode of this when I was a kid, right?
Welcome back.
And it was my greatest accomplishment. I have not done that here yet because, well, I basically just installed it, so I haven't even really gotten anywhere in the puzzles. Yeah, I remember I would like... How do I do this one? Oh, right. Alright. Overthinking it. Yeah, I remember when I was really young, like, this is back when, like, CRTs was still the norm. I would, like... I completed the puzzle mode somehow. Probably just used a bunch of hints, but, like, I would watch the, little, like, thing at the end of it, like, you know, the giant floating head I do get for, beating all the puzzles. And I was like,
drive ready.
And that was like my shit back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
World complete.
Yeah, the only issue is that I can't really enable hardware acceleration on anything, so everything just kind of looks like crap.
Goodbye.
And there's also another weird bug with this a bit ago when I first set it up where, for some reason, every time I would launch something like Bejeweled 2, it would put the computer into, or put this system into 60-bit color mode. And then it would just kind of like I would exit the game and then I had to like I would like reset my color mode back to 32-bit, and then I had to change the screen resolution to actually be proper. Here's another fucked up thing. Something weird about this thing is hardware acceleration. Wait, I've got to the wrong game. But this also demonstrates. Wait, fucking down, my god. Because there'd be no hardware acceleration, you have this shit going on, right? Where the balls will just kind of be flat and boring. But look what happens when we launch Luxor 2. Alright, well, get into Luxor 2, continue my adventure. We'll get into a game. And just look at the fucking balls. Look at this. Yeah, Valley of the Queens. So look at this shit. It's a 3D how? How did you manage to get it in Luxor 2, but not in Luxor... Ooh, beggars. Yes, please. Yeah, God, I used to play this, like, all the time on the fucking McDonald's Play Place machines. Oh, I remember those! They had, like, the little touchscreen things. Or something like that. Like, there was this thing a bit ago where, like... Or a thing they had for a while where you could play, like, Luxor on them. And, like, I would go to McDonald's almost exclusively to play Luxor. Because, like, there was this website that existed a little bit. Like, for a little while. We could, like, literally just kind of play any PopCap or I suppose this is Mumbo Jumbo game online. And they shut that down. Unsurprisingly, because, you know, piracy banned and all that shit. But, like, I used to watch my uncles play that all the fucking time. Like, I would just kind of sit there, like, watching them play Luxor on the, little family computer. And it was, like, the time of my life. Like, especially when I actually got to play it, because holy shit, aside from Zuma, this was one of my favorite games of all time. Nothing beat this. And I was kind of bummed out when I got the demo of it on Steam, and, like, it just wouldn't work, because, you know, for some reason it just, like, the Steam version just doesn't work on my system. I don't know, something about some weird file shenanigans. But, now, I didn't initially set this up to play Luxor specifically, I just kind of set it up because I thought it would be funny. But then I thought, huh, you know, it'd be kind of cool if I could, you know, play that one game. And so I set up that one game, and here we are now. It's just, I don't know, I'm having a good time with this. This might actually be like my new favorite thing. Kind of makes me want to get like another one of those older machines that, like, specifically so I can play these older games again, like on actual hardware. I'm going on way too long with this. I'm going on way too long with this feature. Hold on. Something else that kind of bothered me is, like, I got something called Tumblebug, and Tumblebug was my second favorite game of all time as a kid. Basically, it's kind of like Zuma, except instead of a Aztec theme, it's like a ladybug. And you're like shooting like crawled up ladybugs to like free them from fucking bugs enslaving them or some shit. I loved that game. And it was also really cool because, like, in the main menu, you could actually play like a little mini version of Tumblebug. Like, you know how like in Luxor you had like the little balls just kind of like moving around. You had that shit going on. Tumblebug had that, but at the same time, what you could do is you could like actually shoot at them with your ladybug and like actually make matches and shit. And it's basically kind of like a mini Zen mode. It was really fun. Anyway, a couple more things. I was fucking around with some other things. Mainly, I got LibreOffice on here. It's just something I find really funny about this. I'm not sure if it's going to do it. I'm not sure if I have it still connected to the internet at the moment, because yes, you can have this thing connected to the internet. But I have LibreOffice 3.6 on here. I'm not sure if I can get a newer one. I might be able to get a newer one, but at the moment, 3.6 is the best I can get, as far as I can tell. But when I was connected to the... Oh, yeah, it is. It's doing it right now. LibreOffice update. Fucking LibreOffice 3.6.3 still connects to the internet and still tells you, and still basically asks you to update, like, hey, do you want to update to 7.3? And what's funny is that I tried to update to 7.3 because I'm like, no fucking way this would work, and it doesn't work. It at the minimum requires Windows 7, but the fact that this thing can still recognize being on the internet. And another thing that scares me, um, I was messing with Blender for a little bit, right? And well, I messed with mainly Blender 2.8 and Blender 3 point something, whatever it was, I don't remember. Really, the only reason I said with Blender 2.8 is because I used extensions that have not been updated for Blender 3, so that's annoying. We know what's even worse than being on Blender 2.8? Try being on Blender 2.04. I have no idea how any of this works. Kind of scares me. Literally, the only thing I know how to do is add a mesh. I never had a UV sphere before. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh. Oh, wait. Can I not scroll in? I can't zoom in. Oh. Oh, there's something real fucked up. Wait. Where's, oh, yes. Uh, Blender will typically just kind of add a cube on the axis. That is default. This version of Blender does not do that. What it will do is it adds a mesh depending on where your camera is facing. So I don't know what's going on here with this piece of software, but it kind of scares me. And something that I found kind of funny was that uh, something a friend of mine found funny was they were messing with something called Vermal a while ago, which is basically like the metaverse before the metaverse. Well, Vermal was the file format that typically used. Basically, what you would do is you'd like make a little thing like a 3D space, and you could run it in your web browser. Look into Safari for a better example of that. But what you can do is something that, this is something that older versions of Blender can do. They can natively like create Vermal files. So I can open this with uh, hold on. Wait, I need to open it directly from Blender. File, open. Uh, hmm. Reopen last. File, reopen last. Where's my cube? Uh, open. Uh, administrator, desktop. There we go. You can just open Vermal files. Like, you can just create these. Now, I have no idea how Vermal works at all. Honestly, I've seen this guy, like, just making shit in Vermal. You can literally, like, create an entire world in Notepad and render it. And you got, like, a renderer for it, like a web browser or something. You can just do it. You can just render an entire 3D world. And the shit could actually, like, have links. So you can, like, be in your little 3D world, like, Humpty Dumpty Da, and you have, like, a little billboard or something. You could click on that billboard, and it will, like, take you to another web page for, like, some product or something, or it could bring you, like, to an entire world. Like, an entire new 3D world for you to explore. And it was great. looking how it's built, I'm kind of glad it died out. Anyway, uh, there's also just like this was kind of a bunch of stupid shit I've been doing here. I've not really been doing anything of importance on this thing, just kind of, you know, gaming.
Welcome back.
All in all, I was just having a really good time with this. I love it. Can't get enough of it.
Go.
I feel like I might actually start using this more than my standard desktop. At least for a little bit. Maybe it's just nostalgia speaking. Maybe in like a week or two I'll grow this, but for now this basically just is my favorite thing ever.
Goodbye.